Our first artists that will be sharing their story have actually performed at our Vibrant Brampton Festival. Vaishali Panwar is the artistic director of the Toronto based art organization Panwar Music and Dance Productions and is a well known Kathak dancer, an exceptional choreographer, and a very dedicated dance educator. Vaishali is very involved in teaching and performing Kathak together with her husband, Sri Hemant Panwar. Over several years, Hemant Panwar has contributed very significantly to the South Asian art scene in Canada and India as a renowned dance guru, performer par excellence, music composer, lyricist, and a singer. Panwar Music and Dance Productions (PMDP) is a nonprofit and charitable organization that aspires to enrich the lives of youths, adults, and communities at large with performing arts. The company promises a variety of traditional musical and dance disciplines by arranging producing musical concerts, workshops, and seminars that include visiting artists from around the world. They are accomplished dancers and choreographers of Kathak, a classical dance form with its roots in North India. With their training and discipline, they are considered one of the leading pairs in this dance in North America. Please welcome PMDP's artistic directors Hemant and Vaishali Panwar. Welcome. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you for
So
inviting
much.
us.
Of course, of course. Well, let's get started. How did you start your art journey?
Our journey, we actually were trained in the same institute, National Institute of Kathak Dance, Kathak Kendra, and we also learned from this under
Same
the
guru.
guidance of same guru. So I joined the school as a preteen, and then I met him with Himanji there only. He was my classmate, and we started working together, performed together, traveled
And
together.
and with after too many things together, we thought let's make a life together.
That's absolutely beautiful. So dance actually brought you two pair together like a beautiful love story. Is that correct?
Perfect.
That's amazing. So growing up dancing, who were your earliest influences besides each other? What did you look for influencing your own dance and choreography?
In the Indian dance,
Hmm.
because it is being, you are being trained in a Guru Shishya Parampara, a tradition where teacher, Guru is
Yes.
very important.
Hmm.
So, and we have many styles. So, we were learning Jaipur style of Kathak dance. So,
Yes.
that makes you stick to your own teacher because this is a particular style which you want to
Hmm.
learn. So, therefore, the first influence in Kathak has always been our gurus. My guru, the first I learned under Srimati Gitanjali Lalji. Then I
Hmm.
learned Pandit Sri Rajendra Gangani ji, and that is the class where I met Himanji there. So um, my gurus were the first influence where I can say that they were the like mentor, and I still am always in a communication with both of my gurus till date.
पिया बसंती कैसे तुमको प्रेम सुमन में दे पाऊं। कामलता की बेलों पर गुंजन पक्षी सी मंडराऊं। कनेर के फूलों को पीस वशीकरण का तिलक लगाऊं।
That's absolutely beautiful. How about you, Hemant? Is the same story? Same
Sorry,
influence?
I get influenced by my Guruji, same Guru, Pandit
Hmm.
Sri Narendra Gangani ji, and also with that I learned music, tabla, and yoga.
If we could just dive into that a little bit further, what parts of yoga does it influence? I guess maybe your flexibility or the way you dance in your choreographies. How does yoga inspire your choreography or your art?
Uh, yoga is very good for flexibility. Yoga is very good for the balance and for your breathing and
Hmm.
stamina. You definitely in dance you need stamina. In singing you need longer breath.
Right.
So in every aspect, the yoga is helpful.
Definitely. So it's like a form of discipline.
Yeah, discipline. And you can say that the source of yoga, dance, music is same.
How do you find your own inspiration? I understand you have gurus and you have all these sorts of disciplines, but what is a what is an outlet for you to find your inspiration?
Actually, when we are practicing ourselves,
Right.
then something comes in the mind, and then we share each other, and she comes up with the good ideas, and then we share the ideas, and I compose with it the music, and she choreograph. So our things goes together, the choreography also go together, and a composition also go together.
In
Beautiful.
most of the careers, what happens that the dancer get the music and then they think of about the dance. But here
Mm.
it is different. Dance
Here,
and music goes together. We develop a piece together. So I think we are the best critic for each other as well, and we get motivation from each other as well.
amazing. So I guess that ties into my next question. How would you describe your creative process from beginning to end? How would you describe that?
Yes, that's a very good. So what happens? Whatever we create, we are educators, so we teach.
Hmm.
So we don't wait for a time for creation because creation is ongoing. It can happen while I'm making a food. It can happen while he's sitting in a meditation in a puja room. It
Yeah.
could be anywhere in my house, or maybe we are with our children because both of our children are also into the arts. So as a family, when we sit together, we create. That is very important creation, but whatever we create we teach.
Hmm.
So that's why we can always see what looks good, what doesn't look good, what needs improvement, one what doesn't, and then we come out with the cream of those creations to make something into dance dramas, into dance numbers, into various choreographies.
tha dhin ta tha tit tha tit tha tit tha tit tha ra ra thak tit thak tit thak tit thak tit thak tit thak tit tha ra ra tha tit tha tit tha tit tha tit tha ra ra thak tit thak tit thak tit thak tit thak tit thak tit tha ra ra kir tha tit me do ti cha pan ta tha kir tha tit me do ti cha pan ta tha.
So speaking of collaborations, who are one of your favorite collaborators? Have you actually collaborated with other, I guess, industry professionals? Any great experiences you'd like to share?
Yes,
Many.
there are many collaborations, but what happens wherever is a rhythm,
Right.
uh, that because Kathak is very dynamic art form and it has it has a very strong rhythmic
Aspects.
aspect. So what
Yeah.
happens is that wherever there is a rhythm, we want to collaborate there. And recently, right in Vibrant Brampton, we collaborated with flamenco dance. And
Oh.
yes, and with the flamenco, there's an upcoming performance is also there. We are trying to have in person and online a hybrid concert in the month of February. We are also working towards that. That is also with the flamenco. And we have actually traveled Europe many
Yeah,
times where we danced with many flamenco dancers.
I think around 6 times.
Yeah.
That's absolutely like that fusion. Just you couldn't think about it, but like it actually would be really amazing. That's awesome. Like I could just see it in my mind now. That's crazy. Oh wow. So I guess would you say do you travel a lot for your work? Do you travel all over the world? Would you say?
Yes, so before coming to Canada, we traveled so many countries, and when we came to Canada, we said, we found our home now.
Right.
Let's
Settle then.
settle here and make school. And we were teaching before also, but we were
Mhm.
traveling also very much. So in the beginning, the traveling was little bit less, but then it started back as our children grow a little bit.
How has the pandemic impacted your type of work?
If I would talk about the pandemic, there are many challenges, but once the outcome is good, then all those challenges are blessing in disguise.
Mm.
So I would say that I never could think that I will be able to teach on a Zoom session to,
Yes.
to my students.
Hmm.
I would never imagine that how, without telling them where to put their hand, how to do this, how to move your wrist, you can teach somebody. But
Hmm.
now I'm becoming so good at it. I'll say towards your Almira, towards that couch at the back. So I think the most interesting part, what I think I have learned, how
Hmm.
to teach online during the pandemic. And yes, there was a time because as a full-time artist, uh, it was very hard in the beginning.
Right.
I learned that there are, in the neighborhood, we know how many school going children are. We
Hmm.
know how many university going people are. We know how many person of color, how many indigenous. But somehow our community, we don't understand our communities that well because we do not have any data which can tell how many full-time artists exist. So, yes, the term professional is big, but I felt that there are families, we are talking about real people, and there are families whose only source of income is through the arts.
Right.
And and I think every time I was thinking like this, I looked at Himanji. He was very, very positive, and that motivated me because he said that the main objective of art form is
Hmm.
community well-being. And through
Exactly.
his music lessons, dance lessons, I was able to see that. If you would like to tell about that.
Yeah, I feel that because of this, we could combine the community,
Hmm.
because we start looking in the aspects of health benefit of arts. So if stress is there, dance. If anxiety is there, sing. If too much you can't do it, just listen or do yoga. The thing is that then we join the people, like we start doing the classes online. Not
Hmm.
only the ourselves, that only we are getting out of anxiety and stress and everything. We start getting community together. Whosoever needed, we told them, let's do the class for seniors, for adults, for youth.
For
So
children.
for children, we tried ourselves, and also still going on,
We
that
discovered new
whatever
ways.
we
Yeah.
can do for the community, we tried to do that. So in this way, that I'm saying that now people are learning from anywhere of the world,
Hmm.
anywhere from the world, like anywhere, like it's a bigger picture if we see.
We did many online shows. The I think this was a time to think differently, to think out of the box,
Amazing. Well,
not only as an entertainment or as a skill, but something which can give you relief, for something which you can, and then dance and music is for everyone, not just, those who want to become professional. So I think this understanding, everybody got it during the pandemic time.
If you were to put your work in a capsule today and someone dug it up 50 years from now, what would you want them to take away from your work? What is a core message that you would want them to see?
As I told you earlier, that whatever we create, we teach. So if I have to, hide my all the work or his all the work, nothing can happen, because somewhere in the world will still be dancing. Somewhere in the world will be imparting what they learned. So I think it's an ongoing, and it will continue. I think the art is bigger than everything. The Kathak is bigger than that. The tradition is even more bigger than the people. So I would say that if we are, even if our name is not known, but if our work can travel from one generation to another, I think I will consider myself very lucky.
Ourselves.